Okay, so first of all, I would like, before introducing EM Strasbourg and also our different programs available for international students, I would like just to do a quick introduction about why is it important to choose a French Grande École. So there are three different aspects that are really important. The first one is the excellence. So it's really important to select a Triple Crown accredited school, which is our case. And also, in case you don't really know, because I forgot this point, you don't know what is a French Grande École, maybe you have heard of Ivy League in an English context. So it's pretty much the same system. It's also usually a selective admission. I will explain to you a bit later about how the process works in our school. The second point, which is important, is the global perspective. So, how to choose a French Grande École is also connected to the recognition and the ranking of the school and the programs. And make sure you have an international outlook of the program. So, we will get more into details later on. And a third point, which is also really important, is the career impact. So you should make sure you can create some professional connections and having also the possibility of creating and developing your professional network, and to make sure at the end of your diploma you can integrate very quickly the job markets. So as I was saying before, why choosing a French Grande École? Because of the quality first. So it's also like a strong selection at the entrance to ensure your success. The international dimension. So we will talk a lot about international dimension. I guess it's also a very important point if you're actually participating in this webinar, it's because you are really interested in the international dimension. And also another difference is also the student support that you will get. So you also need to make sure about this point. So we get back to it a bit later as well. So how to choose a French Grande École? You need to make sure about the accreditations, as I just said before, the partnerships also with academic partners and also companies, the possibility for you to develop your professional experiences through internships and co-op. So I will explain to you later. And another point which is also important is the alumni network, and to make sure the school has a dynamic student life. Why is it important? Because alumni network, it can help you to develop your professional network, but also finding opportunities such as internships or maybe your first job. So first of all, for our international recognition of the University of Strasbourg, which is quite important because we are on the top 150 on the Shanghai ranking. And it's also a real plus to be part of a business school, which is also part of a public university. You have, okay. This makes sure that you have the equality regarding our programs. The second point is we offer global opportunities for our students. For example, there is a possibility for you to do dual degrees. So there are a lot of choices to make amongst 14. And in total, we have more than 240 partner universities in case you want to study overseas. And the third point, which is connected to the first one, is that you have a unique student experience as you are being part of the University of Strasbourg, You can access to the same services, so like access to sports, libraries, health services as well. And the big plus is EM Strasbourg is located in a very vibrant international city. It's like a little Paris, so you don't have the big city. It's very small. It's human size and in the heart of Europe. So it's really important as well. So as explained before, it's just to show you very quickly our recognition on a national level for our programs. So the first two ones are national ones, and the third, like on the second line, are the international recognition. So the Triple Crown accreditation that I talked about before. In numbers, I think it's also important to show you some numbers. So we have more than 240 university exchange agreements in 52 countries, which is a lot. We have also 1,300 international students. So it's almost 1/3 of our total students, which is a lot. And amongst these students are represented in 80 nationalities, which is amazing, actually. And I talked to you before about the alumni network, and we have more than 30,000 members. So it's a very big community. And it could be also very interesting for you if you want to join EM Strasbourg to develop your networking through the alumni network. Another point which is also important is that EM Strasbourg has an academic excellence, and also thanks of being part of the University of Strasbourg, we have 2 laboratories and 94 research professors. Why is it important? Because we have professional teachers and also research professors, which make the quality of our programs even more important. And it's also a place for reflection and action. So we have more than 2,000 partner companies in the region of Alsace. So Strasbourg is part of Alsace region. And we have some company executives also involved in the life of the school and also in the structure of the programs. So it's like constant evolving throughout like the needs of the companies as well. And you can attend conferences. So it's also a service that you can find in the University of Strasbourg, and it's totally free for EM Strasbourg students. And the last point is, for example, if you have any projects like professional projects of becoming entrepreneur, we have an entrepreneurial center that helps support students to create their business plan, to find maybe ideas in case you still don't have a business plan. So there is a personalized support. Another point which is also important is that we are a member of the Campus France network, as we are part of the University of Strasbourg. And I don't know if you know this label, but it meets actually the quality standards in welcoming international students. So here are some pictures of our campus, and this is where Strasbourg is located. So it's very close to Germany, and it's like 1 hour 50 by train from Paris. And here are some pictures of the beautiful city of Strasbourg. So now we can go deeper into our programs. So first, I'm going to introduce you the Bachelor of International Business. So what is the Bachelor of International Business? So it's a program that we say à la carte, okay? So you have different way of choosing your specialization. It's really up to you. So international business means many things, many specializations such as communication, marketing, finance. So it really depends on what you want to study. You can choose. This is why we say in French à la carte. And for the last year of the bachelor, so the third year, you can do co-op. So co-op is when you work and you study at the same time. So you receive a wage from a company. So it can be also an interesting way of studying for you. You have two linguistics options. You can choose between French or full English. So the French is called progressive English. You have the possibility to do your last year, for example, abroad, like the whole year, so 12 months. And during the first year, we ask students to do a linguistic immersion. And for the last point, which is professional, in total, you can do more than 10 months of internships. So it's very professional and at the same time also focused on the international outlook. And this is the dean of the bachelor program on the picture. So here you see more details about the division of each year. I just explained to you very quickly, but in case you have more questions, I think it would be great if you could ask them later on. So yeah, the first year is more focused on introduction of management. So you will be more focused on introduction of communication, of business, of marketing, international marketing, and it will go very progressive. So second year you will go deeper into your knowledge, and third year will be specialization. And you can see you have three different options. So as I said before, the third year, you can spend pretty much 1 year overseas, or you can also do co-op or stay at EM Strasbourg and be a full-time student. It really depends on you. So here are some examples of partner universities we have. So you can see that most of them are located in Europe, but we also have some in Asia, China, South Korea, and also in America, so United States, and also in Mexico. So 5 reasons to join our bachelor. So I think I'm repeating myself a bit, but I think it's also really important to mention them again. The immersion abroad, as I said, you have a very important international outlook. In total, you can have more than 16 months of professional experiences throughout the second and third years. And you also have personalized support from our Department of CAP Career. You have access to free resources to learn or improve a third language, even a fourth one if you are addicted to languages. It's a service from the University of Strasbourg, so it's a really good thing. Fourth point is innovative training. Our programs are evolving, and we make sure you can learn through project-based learning and initiative taking. And because we are in Europe, you will also have a lot of projects in relation to Europe, and you will work also with European Parliament for some subjects. So it's really interesting. And the possibility to obtain a double or triple degree, it's also available. But I have to say it's also very selective, so it also depends on your results. So how about the job situation, job prospects? So you can either choose by going into the job market. So you can work like as product manager, community manager, sales manager, or you can decide to pursue your studies. And in this case, it's possible to join our second program that I'm going to present you now, which is the programme Grande École. So you can do like the master, the 2 last years of the programme Grande École. Regarding the tuition fees, so it's 8,500 euros a year. I wrote to you the equivalent in US dollars. And then you have to add 278 euros for the CVEC. The CVEC is the student, how do you say?
Life contribution.
Life contribution. Yeah. And it's possible to pay up to seven times when you arrive to France. And the possibility for you to have financial aid through paid internship. So you can also, when you're doing more than 2 months, I think. Is it 2 months that you're getting paid?
After the 2 first months. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you're getting paid. So it can also finance a part of your studies. And you can also find a student job. A lot of students actually do that.
Mm-hmm.
So the eligibility criteria. So you have different ones according to which level you want to apply for. So you have to be over 18 for the first year of Bachelor. You need to have a high school diploma or be in the last year of high school. Be a non-French nationality or hold French nationality, but at least you've been living overseas for 2 years. And in case you want to study in French, you would need to send a certified B2 level in French and English track B2 level in English. But for Nigeria, you are not concerned because Nigeria is considered as an English-speaking country. If you want to apply for the second year, so you would need to have what we call 60 ECTS credits, so 2 years of a bachelor degree validated, and same English track B2 level. This is general, but not for, as I said, for Nigerian students. But you will need to send us a B2 level in French. So it's usually the DELF one, but we also accept TCF. And if you want to integrate the third year of Bachelor, so you will have to submit the diploma of your Bachelor and also certified B2 level in English. But I mean, not for you, as Nigeria is an English-speaking country. In case you don't speak French, you can participate to what we call a linguistic pre-program. So it would start before joining EM Strasbourg. You could get at the end a B2 level certificate, and then you can join our bachelor the following year. In case you want to have more information, feel free to send us an email. I could also write in the chat, and you can also ask me questions after. Now I'm going to introduce you the Grande École program. So it's our master's degree. So it's in 2 years. It's also à la carte. So as I explained before, it's full-time or co-op. So you work and study at the same time. You also have 2 linguistics options. So you can use between progressive English or full English. And you also have these outlooks of international part and professional part as well. So this is the path you can choose in the programme Grande École. So during the 4th year, you will choose a major. So I will show you, explain to you later the major. And during the 5th year, you can choose between or specialized on site, so at EM Strasbourg, or doing also co-op. So here are the 4 possible majors for the PGE 4th year. So you can see there are majors available in French and others in English. You can see it's more restricted in English. It might change actually, it might evolve, but I will inform in time when we have maybe more information. So the first one is finance and accounting, marketing, and creation and management of responsible organizations. So it's a very long title, but it includes three different subtracks like human resources, supply chain, and entrepreneurship. And for English, you can have the choice between finance and accounting and international and European business. For the fifth year of the PGE, so the second year of the master's degree, you can choose your specialization in management. And as I said, they are offered as full-time study, co-op, and also dual degrees. You can see you have more choices in French, so 18, and 4 in English. So you have finance, you have international and European business available in English. So for example, if you want to study entrepreneurship, it's totally possible. Also digital strategy and international sales and distribution. You also have the choice, the third choice, which is strategic and operational marketing, and a fourth one, which is the only one available actually in co-op, European tourism, wine, and agri-food management. It's very specific. And why wine and agri-food management? Because Strasbourg is located in the Alsace region, and this region makes wine and is also focused on agri-food. That's the reason. So the specialization then you have in PGE 5, fifth, are the following one. In case you want to have more details about the content of the specializations, I could send you as well the link of our website, and you will access to the curricula. So you have finance, accounting, negotiation, business model and responsible management, supply chain, marketing, and the last one, customer journey digitization. Then I just mentioned before, you have another option during the last year to do dual degree. And here are the 11th specializations you can have, you can choose. You can see that, sorry, among the 11th one, you have seven, which are available as co-op. So you work and study at the same time, which could be quite interesting for you. So you have entrepreneurship and strategy, e-marketing, human resources, business engineering, marketing. So you have like different type of marketing, supply chain. So all of these are in co-op. And the other fourth one are on-site, like full-time study. Audit and financial consultancy, accounting, consulting and public management with Sciences Po Strasbourg, and marketing with the Faculty of Sports of the University of Strasbourg. So it's not seven, it's five reasons to join our PGE because of the various specializations you can choose, and the fact you have some available in co-op and others in dual degree. So it's a wide choice for you. Over the 2 years of the PGE, you can have more than 15 months of professional experiences, which is actually a lot for PGE program. And with also an international dimension, you can either choose to do these internships in France or maybe in different countries. It's really up to you. You have the possibility of doing 1 full year abroad on an academic exchange during the last year. You benefit from a personalized support, as I mentioned before, the CAP Career, which is the department that supports students also to find internship offers, co-op offers, but also can support you on how to create a good CV, a good cover letter, how to prepare yourself for the interview, for example. And also the PGE overall can guarantee you a high employability. Also thanks to all of these professional experiences you will acquire, and also the theoric parts and the soft skills you will develop through our PGE. So here are some key figures. I'm not going to talk about all of them, but for example, if there are some that you should remember, is that 98% of our graduates are employed 6 months after the graduation, which is very good. 27% of graduates start a career abroad. 67% of students obtain a work contract before graduation. So it's also a very good point. Another part which is really important in business schools is for our students to be involved in students association. It's really part of our also DNA. So here are some examples of the students associations that exist. So you have, for example, students office, sports office, humanitarian office, arts office, team challenge. But there are much more. So I actually wrote the link on this PowerPoint presentation, but I could also write it if you are interested in discovering more in the chat later. So for the job prospects, you can work in various areas: marketing, finance, supply chain, accounting. It really depends on what you are also looking for, but it's very wide. For the tuition fees, it's 10,500 euros, so a bit more than $12,000 a year. And you still have the CVEC, and it works as the same as for the bachelor, so you can pay up to 7 times when you arrive at the university at EM Strasbourg. For the eligibility criteria, so you need to have a certified B2 level in French and in English if you want to apply for the French track. And actually, I have forgotten, I think I wrote maybe a bit later, but we'll get back to it. And for the English track, so it's the same. You also have to usually upload a certified B2 level in English, but as I explained for you, in Nigeria, you don't need, because Nigeria is considered as an English-speaking country. How about the professional dimension? So this is an introduction about our partner companies. So here you can see we work with international companies, and we have actually more than 200 partner companies. So it's also very good for you if you want to maybe to integrate one of these companies for a future internship. It's possible. So the entrance exam for the international admission. So here are more details about how to apply for the next entrance exam. So everything will be online through our admission platform. The link is not written because it's not open yet. So it will be opened starting in November.
November 1st.
Yeah, November 1st. And the deadline to submit your application will be June 30th. So you have a lot of time, but it's better not to wait until last minute, sorry, because our team also has to deal with all applications, and also for you regarding all of the procedure, because you also need to do your pedagogical appointment with Campus France, and also applying for the visa, so it can take some time. And the procedure to apply online is you will have to submit through the platform your application file. So I will show you after the documents. You will have to do a logical and English test. So as I said, Nigeria is considered as an English-speaking country, so you won't have to do a test, but you will have to attend a motivational interview that will be conducted in English and an English oral as well. When you upload all of your documents, you will then after need to pay an entrance exam fee of $93 for the team to analyze review your application. So here are the documents to be sent. So the transcripts from the last 2 years of studies, a valid ID, so passport ideally, a CV and cover letter, and diploma or the school certificate if you haven't finished yet your studies. We also ask for the PGE to submit a logical test. So it's usually TAJMAJ and GMAT that we accept. But in case you don't have them, it's not a problem. You can do our internal test. We have developed an internal logical test. And then you can follow all of the process of your application via the platform. So here are the different stages of application. So step one, and as I just explained before, you would need to register and then pay the registration fee. Then you take the international entrance exam, so online test and interview. And if you are successful, you will need to pay the deposits, which is the equivalent of 4,200 euros, so less than $5,000 to guarantee to secure your how do you say your place to secure
to secure
your place, yeah. And so I wrote in red color, it will be the first phase of online registration, so administrative registration with EM Strasbourg's International Relations Office, which means it's a different office than ours, than mine, which is the international recruitment student. So it's a bit different. And then they will be your focal point of main contact. The step 5 is you receive the admission letter from this office. Then you start researching for housing, but also like you can start from your side, but you will also be supported by our department of housing. Step 7 is make an appointment with Campus France. It's only possible when you receive your admission letter. I insist on that. And the 8th step, which is make an appointment for the visa if you have received a positive answer from Campus France. And the step 9 is integration and finalization of administrative registration with the schooling office. So it's a third office that will become your point of contact. And this is me. I'm like so we are 3 international recruitment and promotion coordinator in our team, but I'm the one in charge of Latin America and Africa. So this is my contacts. And here is our generic email. In case you have general questions, you can contact us and we will get back to you. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope it wasn't too long and that you understood everything. You can also follow us on social networks. And yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, Sonia, for all this information. I think it was very, very, very clear. Please, if anyone has question, you can just raise your hand and then we will give you the opportunity to ask your question. Yes, please progress, Zeno.
Okay, good afternoon from here. So my name is Progress, and the question I have is, so for us in Nigeria, we have two higher institutions, which is the Polytechnic and the university. Now, the Polytechnic has a degree called the Higher National Diploma, which is the HND, while the university has the BSc. So my question is, can one with HND, which is usually 4 years, for plus a year of internship, which is like 5 years. So can I apply with an HND with certificate for masters?
So normally, if you have the most important for us to apply for the master, so the Programme Grande École, is for you to have validated the whole years and the diploma. So
Yeah.
even if you have 4 years, you can apply for the Programme Grande École.
In situation in which it's not clear for the admission department, what we do is we submit the dossier to the direction of the program, and they will decide if, but as my colleague says, if you have the credits, should be fine. If you have the previous credits that allow you to integrate the master level, shouldn't be a
Yeah.
problem.
And I think
Okay.
Yeah.
maybe Sonia, you tell me if I'm right or not, but maybe a student who has also a lot of professional experience, it's also very like valuable for an admission to the master degree. I don't know if it's correct.
Okay.
I think it's a plus, but the most important as well are the diploma, which has been validated. So to integrate the fourth year, the person needs to have at least 4 years of bachelor or a bachelor in 3 years. The most important is the number of credits. So I think
for example, me, I'm from Spain, and I know that here in France, it depends on the country. We have a common agreement of the credits, but for example, in countries 4 years of license, and here in France is 2 years. So me, I've studied a license in 4 years, and she studied. You studied a French license.
Yeah.
3 years. So at the end of the day, doesn't matter the time that much as the credits obtained. So
Okay.
actually, if the credits are obtained, the 180 of the license should be
Yeah.
for integrating the program and École. But as I said, we also have particular cases, and that's why sometimes the direction we have to take the decision. I mean, at worst, the student will be maybe driven to integrate the previous year to have a little introduction to management, but is the particular cases. Normally, it's okay for the master level.
Okay. So, sorry, just to be clear. So when I upload my transcript from my academic years and I meet certain criteria, I would be considered for admission for masters, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
With the higher national diploma certificate,
Yeah.
which in Nigeria is same as the bachelor's.
Yeah. You as long as you have validated your diploma,
Of course.
bachelor or HND, sorry,
Yes,
4 year,
please.
it's fine.
Yes.
You can apply for the master.
Next question, Precious.
Good afternoon. My name is Precious. So my question is it only IELTS or TOEFL that is accepted, or is a certificate? There's something we call a certificate of English as language of instruction that's issued by universities to prove that okay, this person studied in English language for 4 years. So is that also accepted, or is it only IELTS or TOEFL that is accepted? And my second question is, after the deposit, say you applied and are admitted. Now, after you make the deposit, is instrumental payment accepted for the remaining school fees or no? Thank you.
Yeah. I just heard the first question. I'm going to answer it, and then maybe we pass to the second one. For your first question, yeah, normally, already the fact that you come from an English-speaking country, which is Nigeria, you shouldn't be it's not a criteria for you to have a B2 on English because you already come from an English-speaking country.
Okay.
So no, it's not a criteria, it's not a requirement for you. And regarding the second question, didn't really hear it very well.
Okay, I said, say you applied and then got admitted as a student after paying for the deposit of 4-6 euros thereabout. Is instrumental payments allowed for the remaining school fees, or is it once?
So
After paying the deposit, what?
So for the deposit, you will have to pay directly online through a platform or by banking transfer.
Yeah.
Otherwise, for the rest of the
Yes.
school fees, you will have to pay directly when you are at the school, and you
Okay.
can pay in 1 or 1, 4, or 7 times
Installments, yeah.
installments.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Next question, Xiaomi.
Good evening. My name is Ishaq Abdul Salam. I am from Grande State. So my question is that I have studied my bachelor degree in Niger Republic, which is English University at Mariam Abacha American University. I studied computer science, and my program was taught in fully English. So, and I also have an verification letter from our registrar office that my program was taught in English. So is this going to be considered for my master's degree?
As I explained before, because you are Nigerian, right?
Yes, exactly.
So, and you have studied in English, and because Nigeria is considered as an English-speaking country, you don't need to upload to submit an English test such as IELTS or
Okay,
TOEFL or
thank you. So my second question is that a couple of months ago, I have searched about this Strasbourg University, and I see they offer different master's courses, including AI and a master's in computer science. So, and I would like to pursue my master's degree in computer science or artificial intelligence. And I did not hear you talk about this program.
Unfortunately, we do not offer computer science specialization.
Yeah. This is for business management.
Okay, all right, thank you. So is it possible for me to reapply for the master's degree at the Strasbourg University?
You can through
Okay.
the platform Études en France. I think maybe Justine could
Yes.
explain.
For which university are you talking about?
For Strasbourg University.
Strasbourg University.
Yes.
Yes. So it's a public university, and you will have to go through the Études en France platform. Okay. Next question, iPhone.
Personally, I have a bachelor's degree in theater arts, and this is a business management school. So, am I eligible to apply?
Sure, to the program École master level, so the 4th year. Yeah, totally.
All right, thank you.
The second question was the exams.
The exam.
The written exams.
Yes.
In your case, well, taken for granted, if you choose, because as we said, the Grande École program, sorry, there are 2 available tracks, English and French. The English is 100% in English, the French is 30% in English, 70% in French. So I suppose you would choose the English one, right?
Yes, I would.
Therefore, you would just have as a written test the logical test. So it would be an online test, and it's the only written exam or test you would have. So you would have the oral English test, the motivation interview, and a logical test.
All right.
I think we have some questions in the chat box. There is one question: is the application for master on now?
So application, as I said, is not open yet. It will open on November, beginning of November, for the following academic year. Another question, which is, are scholarships programs available for masters? we unfortunately do not offer any scholarships program, but I know in some countries, like for example in Senegal, there are some embassies that offer scholarships for students to study overseas. So maybe you should check if you have foreign embassies either in Lagos or Abuja, I'm not sure where, but maybe you could find also information on internet or just try to call them. Maybe it exists, but from EM Strasbourg, we unfortunately do not offer any scholarships.
I will just drop in the chat box a link where you can find all the scholarships that are currently available for Nigerian. It's a website managed by Campus France that refers all the scholarships.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. I recommend it a lot to students because it's quite helpful. So yeah. Another question, the lowest age range is 18. So yeah, as I said, there is no limit in highest age range. What is the duration of acceptable study gap? I think study gap is just 1 year.
Study gap, c'est-à-dire?
Une pause d'études.
Ah, that I don't know.
Normally, study gap should be 1 year. So you, for example, if you do the bachelor, you can take a gap year and then, for example, applying for the programme Grande École. But even between the 4th and the 5th year of the programme Grande École, master's degree, so you can also take 1 year of study gap. But normally it's the maximum. Do you have more questions? I think. So yeah, this year's application will open in November, beginning of November. So in case you have any questions about how to apply, or you have more questions about EM Strasbourg, the programs, I just wrote in the chat the email. So feel free to contact us. How much is the tuition fee? So tuition fee is for PGE, so masters, 10,500 euros. And the deposit is 4,200 euros. For the Bachelor of International Business, the tuition fee are 8,500 euros. And the deposit remains the same as for the Programme Grande École, so 4,200 euros. Yeah, I think there are actually a lot of questions. So yeah, bachelor degree, linguistics, you can apply for the Programme Grande École, so master's degree. So Emmanuel, you asked to share the official mail. It's written just before. If you do not access, just maybe send us another message.
I think we'll take the few last questions.
Yeah. Bachelor in chemistry. What courses someone is supposed to apply for? So I'm not sure, Blessing Idowu, about your question, what courses you are eligible to apply for. If you have a bachelor degree, you can apply directly to the Programme Grande École master's degree in the 4th year, yeah. If you have, for anyone who has already a bachelor degree, you are eligible to apply for the Programme Grande École in the 4th year. There is no point to do another bachelor degree if you have already the level.
One last question.
So I have a bachelor degree in history and international relations, which I study in University of Ilorin, Nigeria. So with that, can I apply for a master's in public health?
As we said, we do not offer public health program here. It's focused on business management and administration. So you should check first maybe on internet on the website of the University of Strasbourg which master it is, and if it exists, you should apply. I guess Justine will correct me if I'm wrong, but you can directly apply through the portal Études en France because it would be part of a public university.
Yes, exactly. Okay, I think we answered all the question. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining this webinar. Thank you, Sonia, and thank you, I can't remember. Christina. Thank you so much for being here today with us. And we will be looking forward welcoming Sonia in Lagos on the 18th of October. Please follow the Campus France social media if you want more information about the study fair that is coming. And then more generally, if you don't want to miss any information about scholarships and studies in France in general. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much for all of your participation. It was great to have many questions. So thank you once again, and thank you, Justine, and see you soon.